So I understand, Frances, that you have a weight loss program. Why don't you tell us about that?
Okay, well, first of all, I always like to correct people when they call it weight loss, because I'd rather look at it as a weight management program. There's so many weight loss programs out there, you know, that people can go to. And the difference between ours here at Muscleup and the others that are around is that we combine exercise with nutrition. So people that get involved in this program, they work out as a group twice a week with a trainer, very small group. We usually have a minimum of anywhere from 4 to 8. And then we meet once a week, one-on-one, to go over their nutrition and any pathology that they might have, be it any type of so-called disease, whether they're suffering with diabetes or coming out of surgery or something like that. And then we also have a group support meeting where we meet as a group just to talk about what the problems are, if any, how they're feeling, what are some of the, you know, the things that are deterring them from moving forward or things like that.
Specifically, I guess, being a naturopath, you use that element in educating your clients, or how does that play?
Yeah, well, first of all, I don't focus at all on numbers. There's no counting calories in this program. There's no weighing portions. All that stuff is tedious and teaches nothing. So what we do, we rather teach people how to eat properly. What does one need to take in terms of vitamins and minerals and enzymes, so that we feel better and the metabolism works more efficiently. Initially, I look at diet. Diet is huge. Diet is everything. A lot of people lack a lot of fiber in their diets. If there is anything I prescribe, it is a good psyllium, because unless they're eating a huge amount of vegetables and fruits, it takes a while for the body to kick in. And you know, it doesn't make sense, and it doesn't work to change somebody's diet drastically. It has to be a slow transition from eating perhaps, you know, meat and potatoes to incorporating more raw foods in their diet.
And I suppose that a client's question when they first join is, how soon can I see results? We always want to know, how much am I going to lose? How do you address that question?
I often say, if you listen to me, you'll do very well. We like to see if their goal is to lose weight, body fat, we like to say that it should be 1 pound a week, but that often goes away, that question, because they feel so much better. I think we all know what we should not be eating, but I find the biggest problem is too many people don't realize what they need to be eating for the body to move more efficiently.
So Frances, say I never exercised before and I wanted to lose weight. I come to you. Would you steer me towards your weight management program or a training program in the gym? What would you do for me?
Okay. Look, everyone's different. Some people would much rather work as a group. They find it more fun, more motivating. They just like that. Others want nothing to do with it, especially if they've never exercised before. They feel self-conscious, and they really prefer a one-on-one situation. So depending, with the weight management program, I always introduce it, also depending on one's budget. Some people don't want to invest too much right away because they're not sure if they're going to adhere to the program. So that's where a group situation might be an easy introduction into the world of exercise. So with the weight management program, I explain that they can sign up for either 6 weeks, 12 weeks, or even 36 weeks. So there is a different price point, obviously, for each one of those sessions. Included in each are the 2 times a week group training, the 1 group support meeting a week, and the 1 one-on-one nutritional coaching. So that's included in all the programs.
What made you become a licensed naturopath?
I've been in this industry for over 30 years, and when I first started, what I knew about nutrition was what everybody in fitness knew about nutrition. You know, we knew what the good proteins were, what the good fats, what the good carbs. I started competing, and when you compete, you eat a very high protein, low fat, low to minimal carbohydrate diet. So my diet had, if I had one piece of broccoli in my diet, that was the vegetable, and fruit was a no-no. So you lose body fat quite quickly, which you need to do for competition, but at the same time, you gain it back right away when the competition is over. It made me aware of how little I really knew about how the body worked. And then fast forward a few years from there, my mother suffered a heart attack and a stroke suddenly. And after spending 2 months with her in the hospital, where she lasted only, I realized that, oh boy, that's not where I want to spend my days. And the questions that I had for the doctors as to why this and why that and why this medication and how does it all get so messed up, they either could not answer or would not answer. And I made up my mind then and there that I was going to look for answers, so I started studying naturopathy. And thank God, because it changed my life.
You're very passionate about what you do. What do you love about what you do?
I love feeling great and helping people feel better.
So Frances, what happens after their program is finished, 12 weeks is up? How do your clients maintain their health benefits, or do they sign up again, or what do you recommend?
Okay. Well, of course, we love to see them stay on with us, and we do have different options. If they really loved working as a group, we have group training here at Muscleup. We have one-on-one training sessions, and we also have a new concept where one can join monthly for a minimum of 6 months. And with that, they receive a program, a tailor-made program, that changes every month. So every month, they work with a trainer to tweak or change their program depending on how they've advanced. And frankly, to me, that is the only way people stay consistent and adhere to their program for life, because one needs a marker and one needs a way to track progress. And one needs a program. And this is why the typical gym out there, who can maybe, I mean, most gyms can accommodate hundreds of people, but out of those hundreds of people that join continuously, half of them don't show up. And they don't show up because they don't have anyone watching them, taking care of them, making sure their program changes, so that they don't keep doing the same old boring thing time after time after time. And you know what? Boredom is huge. Boredom sets in, you get fed up, you don't show up. Also, when you keep repeating the same exercises over and over, it can lead to injury and overuse of certain muscle groups. So to answer your question, we have different possibilities, different options for people to stay here with us and continue their workout.
So Frances, who's your typical client that comes here?
You know, I guess typical, I would say the baby boomer age group, men and women, but we are proud to say that our youngest client is 14 and our oldest client is 89.